Whether you're squashing bugs or fighting robots, there's nothing that people enjoy quite a bit more, including myself, than spreading some democracy. And so did millions of other players. Millions of other players jumped to Helldivers 2, another game that a lot of people thought was going to be overhyped. You know, one of those games that just blows up for like a week and then it just dies, but not Helldivers. Helldivers did great. It held its community, it held people in place. So much so that they were able to liberate an entire planet just by one weekend. A few billion, well, it was a billion, a few million bugs were squashed, a few robots was killed in a singular weekend, and the community was tight knit. People were playing together. And that all changed. That all changed quite fast. But a little update came out from the Helldivers team. Well, you can't really say it was the Helldivers team. I guess it was forced upon them, but actually from Sony PlayStation. And if you want the TLDR, basically what they did was players, they made players have to pretty much get a PSN account. If you know what a PSN account is, basically a PlayStation account, PlayStation Studios account, just so that you can link all your items together if you wanted to get the account or if you wanted to play the game. However, that is not where the problem lies. Anyone can make an account. Like, I'm pretty sure all of you, or most of you at least, have tried to log into a website or tried to play a game, and you have to link your Epic account or your Google account or, God forbid, your Facebook account or whatever. And you have to link it in order to do it. And it's never really fun. It's never really fun, but it's almost always you kind of just have to do it because it's available to you. But that's not what happened here. What happened here is the fact that Helldivers 2 forced players who were playing the game on Steam to make sure that they have a PSN account, which means you had to go create one if you didn't have one. And myself included, I first thought, like, why are people complaining about this? It's not that big of a deal. I'm pretty sure people have logged in to like Facebook through Twitter or whatever. Just like a lot of times you just have to combine your certain accounts. And I was like, this is not that big of a deal. Like, it's really not that bad. Like, why are people complaining about this? Until I read a bit more into it and I saw the news started spreading. I saw how upset people were. I saw how unhappy people were. People were not happy about this change, and I decided to look a bit into it. And now, being where it's almost, finally the drama has been saved, I had to look a bit into it, and just so you know what exactly this impacted. So basically what happened, Helldivers 2 was no longer available in 177 countries where PSN was not available. So essentially what this means, if you bought the game and you lived in one of these countries, well, sorry, can't play the game anymore. Just can't play the game anymore. Literally, that's literally what happened. And they kind of announced this, or PlayStation kind of announced this, kind of like, nonchalant, like, yo, listen, if you don't have this anymore, unlucky. And these countries all felt it. I got this nice little graphic, a little word map of who exactly could play Helldivers. Yes, majority of the world is still there. I get it, but a lot of the world also isn't. A lot of the world is red. All the world is red. These homies can't play Helldivers anymore. And whether you're liberating with someone in America or someone in the middle of Africa, like, you still want to liberate. The community was close. They were tight, and the public outcry was huge. The amount of pressure I can imagine the social media person felt at Sony must be nothing short of traumatizing, because players were not happy. And the thing is, it's not just the classic Twitter Andes that was talking about this, was outcrying about this. It was the big names. Pirate Software is a very, very big name in the streaming/gaming scene. And let's be real, if games don't pop off on Twitch, a lot of the times they don't really do well in sales either. So the fact that someone like him was speaking out about this, or everyone, literally every big creator, every big person was talking about this, I can imagine that it put a lot of pressure. It put a lot of pressure on them, and nothing shows them more than this little graphic here. Helldivers went from an overwhelmingly positive reviewed game on Steam to a overwhelmingly negative one in a matter of days. Literal days. I mean, if you look at this, 1, 2, 3, that's 4 days, and they got 263,000 negative reviews. 263,000 negative reviews. Now, if that doesn't scream this is going to be a failure, then I don't know what will. And the public outcry, once again, it was big. And, I read somewhere, or someone told me, and this makes total sense, the public shareholders meeting for the PlayStation, or well, Sony, was coming up, and they probably wanted to boost some numbers. And like, hey, we have a lot of people who's playing Helldivers right now. We have a lot of people who's enjoying this game. Let's try and boost the numbers by forcing everyone to link their PlayStation account. And again, people were not happy. People were not happy, and people were talking out. Again, like I said, someone like me, who I didn't really see the issue, that if you read a bit into it, there's a lot of people who couldn't play this game anymore, and it would have sucked. It would have sucked until they caved. They finally caved. Sony, and this is the best part, Helldivers developers, Arrowhead, they were not the ones accountable here. This all came from PlayStation side. And everyone was giving Arrowhead all the flack for this, when in fact they're not the ones writing the checks. They're just doing what the publisher is pretty much telling them to do. And luckily it was all saved. Helldiver fans, we've heard your feedback on the Helldivers 2 account linking update, the May 6th update, which would have required a Steam and PlayStation Network account linking for a new player and for current players beginning on 30th of May will not be moving forward. We're still learning what is best for PC players, and your feedback has been invaluable. Thanks again for your continued support in Helldivers 2, and we'll keep you updated on future plans. And this is just one of those sweet, sweet moments where you can just see that public outcry can really destroy some corporate giants, some gray suits just sitting there thinking they know what's best for a video game, thinking they know what's best for a game, what to do and how to move forward. And I for one am a happy man. I might not be the Helldivers grinder that a lot of people are. I've seen people play this game constantly. This is like one of those games where you can literally just log into Discord or whatever and just hang with your homies and just go squash some bugs, blow up some robots, and have a good time. The PvP aspect, none. Because you're playing with your homies. You're all playing for the same goal. And this is something that brought communities of people together. I don't even think I've seen Helldivers toxicity. Yeah, there's obviously going to be some. But me personally, I haven't even seen anything. Were you someone who saw this and had an outcry? Or were you also someone that kind of just like, I don't really care for this. I don't really care that this is happening. Like, I'll just link my account. It's nothing. But let me know down below. I'd love to see the ratio of people who actually had a bit of a worry on this, or for those of you that just couldn't care less. The whole point of this, the reason why I want to talk about this is again one of the beautiful, beautiful examples of when public outcry and public pressure can absolutely destroy the corporate giants that's taking our beloved games down. Helldivers 2 was hyped as hell for me at the start, and I really enjoyed it. But I'm one of those people that kind of move on quite fast, and also I play a lot of FPS games, and I kind of get over these types of games. But I do tend to jump in every now and then and still enjoy a little bit with the friends. So this didn't affect me that much, but I know there's a lot of people that were extremely unhappy about this, and the fact that we finally got a win, we got a nice little win for the gaming community, just made this was just so sweet. I just loved it. I loved reading about it, and just a big fuck you to corporate people making decisions, thinking they know what they're talking about. Like, let your communities run your games, please. Let your communities. Anyway, I just want to talk about it. Huge win, great way to start the week to see Helldivers get a nice win. So let me know down below. What do you think about this? Is this something that's too common? Because I do feel like corporate giants can put quite a lot of pressure on just any games. But public outcry, I don't know. You can't really beat it. Yes, it might be all just Twitter people spamming or anything. But this got quite big. A lot of people saw this. A lot of people spoke about this, and I'm pretty sure the Sony team, they felt the pressure. They're like, listen, this is a horrible idea. And $250,000 negative reviews in like 3 days. Like, surely that's gonna ring some bells. I don't know. This is pretty fucking crazy. And I'm so happy for the Helldivers. Helldivers 2 is safe for democracy, all that jazz. I hope you get to jump in with all your homies again. So let me know down below. Leave a like. Let me know if you want to talk about this a little bit more. You want me to dive deep. Is there any info I missed? Do you have some inside details? Do you have some inside scoops? I did see that the Helldivers team they're gonna release a little flag, and I don't know if you can see the that's a good play by the devs. The negative reviews, and this is the flag or the banner they want to bring out. I love that. I think that's awesome. Anyway, let me know down below. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscription, leave a subscribe. If you want, also, you should come to my Twitch channel. We talk about these things a lot. We talk about these things. We dive a little bit deeper into it. We talk about it a lot. You should come hang out. You should come hang out. Come talk to us. We can discuss. We can discuss. Let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Also, it would be great if Arrowhead drops a diss track on Sony. I think that would be great. And then maybe they can call each other bad words. I don't know.